Yeah, I wanted to talk about building teams and surrounding yourself with the right people. You know, like I've seen so many people now come through my head, and in a business sense, I said I like through my head too. But what I've really worked out, sort of like from an emotional point of view and a connection and a capacity, yeah, that so many people, when you're looking to when you're looking to, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're looking to get somebody in to help you build your business, you really want to be looking for somebody who's aligned with your values. Now, there's a cliche out there: hire for attitude, train for skills. Now, that really kind of starts to move in. But if I say that, what are the person's values? What's their attitude? Can we now work with that person comfortably, and are they going to complement us in our growth curve? Now, for me, if those values aren't aligned, and let me just make it clear that my personal values, I'm not a money-driven person, yeah, but my desire is to help as many people as possible. But what I now need to do is actually align myself who has a complementary, but more of a values alignment to sales and money than I do, because that's actually my weakness, whilst it's my strength. So that would be a very well-balanced values alignment now. But for me, I wouldn't work with anyone any longer unless they were aligned with my vision and values. It's just not worth it. And when I say it's just not worth it, I talk about vision, values, but value, yeah? So the values is where we're coming from ourselves, or the way I'm trying to explain it to you, is how we're driven, our drivers, our core values. But the value is on the other side of our values. Now, I value my time massively. Like, it's number one to me. It's a limited resource. If I can't do double, if not triple, if I can't spend my time with double, if not triple activity going on, then ultimately I'm going to be struggling. Now, I'm talking to you. Let me look at it this way. I'm driving down the road. I'm doing a video to my community. I'm going to create a blog post out of it, and I can delegate a message back through to my team as well. So there's 4 activities that, and we're ultimately helping now people grow their business in a more efficient way. So there's 5 activities that I can pick off from this one drive video. Yeah. So that to me is becoming, my time is valuable. I value my time. Now, if I look at it from going back into the values alignment, the other thing that I've noticed energetically is that people come in and they want to sell you something, yeah? And now that's okay. When you've got a problem to be solved, that's great. Now you have to spend the money with them. And this is myself, probably more specifically, but consider it for yourself. So I've looked at, everybody's looking at what's in it for them, yeah? So they're there to provide a service to help you, and ultimately they're there to make money. I get it, no brainer, yeah? So, but at the same time, how much is your time worth that you're now investing into this person who's going to deliver you what value? And so many times I've seen my personal time get invested into an activity that might work out, and it might not. And I've really got to sort of start to ask, is this a valuable use of my time? The answer has become 9 times out of 10, and that's a big number. 9 times out of 10, the answer's no. Yeah. Big number, big statement. The reason, so much so that as I've tried to get involved with other people, as I've climbed my ladder, and it's sort of like you're trying to climb out of this hole of creation and go out into the marketplace and attract more customers and find more customers, you ultimately want people who can support that growth curve. But because there's, from an entrepreneurial point of view, they're running on a higher level of energy, yeah, and they're ultimately driven by their own desires. It's kind of becoming in conflict with their vision and my vision, yeah, and where we're both going together. So very, very rarely would I see somebody who can complement the vision, your values, and deliver value, yeah. And I'd like to think that that's what we've put together here at Vuente, is something that's very affordable, offering you massive amounts of value, and I mean massive. Like, I'd like to think it's an insane amount of value, yeah. And to me, that basically strokes my ego. You know, it basically satisfies me that I'm able to now help as many people as possible in the most leveraged way that I can possibly think of, yeah. And ultimately, it's a win-win situation. I don't know one consultant out there who's happy to charge $97 a month for all their knowledge. Like this is crazy. Anyway, you ask, you consider. If $97 a month's too expensive for your consultant, your coach, your software provider, your systems builder, it's pretty rarely would you see it. There's probably only one guy that I can full-on compliment and doing a fantastic job, and that's Russell Brunson over there at ClickFunnels. I reckon he's got his stuff sorted out. He's got the software, he's got the marketing tools, and at the same time, we here at Vuente have been able to stack our system up, or he calls it funnel stack and we call it system stacking. And we've been able to look at what he's doing and listen to his marketing model, but look at his software and say, well, really, we can build that into Vuente. So we did. So Vuente CRM is that one system that does everything. You got myself on the mobile manager, and you can always be asking me questions down below or up above. Yeah. And I'll try and sort of answer as many of these questions, which at the end of the day, they actually become very, very consistent questions. Yeah. Your question is not unique out there in the great big wide world. Yeah. And that's where we standardized our systems. We allowed them to be scalable at what I'll call the 80-20 rule. Then we refined them to the 90% rule. And probably now we're going through an element of the training and the onboarding and the standardization, but the simplification so that you can build your business yourself. You only need to get, the right people to help you. So anyway, pretty much nails it. And we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.